Just a minute. I think I lost.
Yeah,
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Joyalanda Prabhu, welcome. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, bro. Dhanapana, bro.
Pranam. எப்படி இருக்கீங்களே? How are you?
Fine, Prabhuji. All Vaishnavas blessing is going on.
Sorry, we missed the physical meeting today because of the rainy.
Because of yesterday rain due to yesterday.
Okay, fine. I'll just introduce yourself.
Sure, bro. Sure.
Hare Krishna. Welcome everybody for this Samdesh Mangalati. We are having a Zoom class after a very long time. We have been used to the nice hot prasadam, but today I think we'll have to miss that. But at least we should have a gathering like this so that we not miss the Bhagavad class, Srimad Bhagavatam class. So we're very fortunate to have one of our god brothers with us today. And he's come all the way from Perambalur, that is near to our auspicious Srirangam. And His Grace Jagadananda Chaitanya Prabhu is an automobile engineer by profession. And he's been in this movement from year 2000. He joined in 2004 in Coimbatore and then has been associated with the Chennai temple. And I think this is his first visit. So, and he's also trying to collect funds for improving this temple structure that they've just had a temporary one. So if anybody wants to help him out from your side, Yatha Shakti, you're most welcome. And you can also be in touch with Satyachita Prabhu, who's coordinating this. So welcoming Prabhu and for his good health, a big Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Over to you, Prabhu. Sadhanam Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Is there any disturbance today in the Zoom? Because I am sometimes not getting
Prabhuji, Dhanavad Pranam.
Yeah. Over to you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanavad Pranam Prabhu. Prabhu, little 2 minutes Prabhu, because he is having some that net connection issue. 2 minutes Prabhu, he is connecting now.
Okay. Aren't you together? You're at different places?
Yes, Prabhuji.
No, is Prabhuji in a different place, not with you?
No, he is with me only. We are connecting. Okay, Prabhuji. 2 minutes.
Fine. Fine. Saranam Prabhu, you can send a message across also for YouTube if anybody wants to join, and remind the others to join also.
Sure, Prabhu. I'll do that. YouTube live is there, Prabhu. I'll send the link also.
If they don't join, the next prasadam will be half only.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sorry, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Just technical error.
No, sure.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Bihari. Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Yashodanandana Brajajanarandana. Yashodanandana Brajajanarandana. Yashodanandana Brajajanarandana. Yashodanandana Brajajanarandana. Yamunatira Vanachari. Yamunatira Vanachari. Nama mobile kan. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhi. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Prabhupada. Om Vishnupad Paramsukadacharya Children Grace of Echarana Arvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananda Kodi Vaishnava ki jai. Namacharita Thakur ki jai. Virendra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Shri Bhagavan ki jai. Gurudev Maharaj ki jai. All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to all, glories to Sri Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai.
Satyajit Prabhu, I think there is some disconnection.
No, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I am online only, Prabhuji.
Okay,
Shall I continue?
Yeah, please continue. It's all yours.
2.2.28 is correct, Prabhuji?
Yes. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Sarasadim Vyasam Tado Jayamudirayed Nashta Prayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavadir Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd Canto, chapter number 2, text number 28. Tado Vishesam Pradipatya Nirbhayas Tenatmanabo Anala Murtiratparan Jyotirmayo Vayumupetya Kale Vyab Atmanakam Brahatatmalingam Tado Vishesam Pradipatya Nirbhayas Tenatmanabo Anala Murtiratvaran Jyotirmayo Vyayum Vetya Kale Vayatmanakam Brahatatmalingam. Translation and purport is given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. After reaching Satyaloka, the devotee is specifically able to be incorporated fearlessly by the suitable body Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. After reaching Satyaloka, the devotee is specifically able to be incorporated fearlessly by the suitable body in any identity similar to that of the gross body. And one after another, he gradually attains stages of existence from earthly to watery, fiery, glowing, and airy until he reached the ethereal stage. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Anyone who can reach Brahmaloka or Satyaloka by dint of spiritual perfection and practice is qualified to attain three different types of perfection. One who has attained a specific planet by dint of pious activities, attain places in terms of his comparative pious activities. One who has attained the place by dint of Virat or Hiranyagarbha worship is liberated along with the liberation of Brahma. But one who attained the place by dint of devotion service is specifically mentioned here in relation to how he can penetrate into the different coverings of the universe and thus ultimately disclose his spiritual identity in the absolute atmosphere of supreme existence. According to Sri Jiva Goswami, all the universes are clustered together up and down, and each and every one of them is separately sevenfold covered. The watery portion is beyond the sevenfold more expansive than the previous covering. The Supreme Person of Godhead, the Person of Godhead, who creates all such universes by his breathing period, lies above the cluster of the universes. The water of the causal ocean is differently situated than the covering water of the universe. The water that serves as covering for the universe is material, whereas the water of the causal ocean is spiritual. As such, the watery covering mentioned herein is considered to be the false egoistic covering of all living entities, and the gradual process of liberation from the material covering, one after another, as mentioned here, is the gradual process of being liberated from false egoistic conceptions of the material gross body, and then being absorbed in the identification of the subtle body till the attainment of the pure spiritual body in the absolute realm of the kingdom of God. Srila Sridhara Swami confirmed that a part of the material nature, after being initiated by the Lord, is known as the Mahatattva. A fractional portion of the Mahatattva is called the false ego. A portion of the ego is the vibration of sound, and a portion of sound is atmospheric air. A portion of the airy atmosphere is turned into forms, and the form constitutes the power of electricity or heat. Heat produces the smell of the aroma of the earth, and the gross earth is produced by such aroma, and all these combined together constitute the cosmic phenomenon. The extent of the cosmic phenomenon is calculated to be diametrically both ways 4 billion miles. Then the covering of the universe begins. The first stratum of the covering is calculated to extend 80 million miles, and the subsequent covering of the universes are respectively of fire, effulgence, air, and ether, one after another, each extending 10 times further than the previous. The fearless devotee of the Lord penetrates each one of them and ultimately reaches the absolute atmosphere where everything is of one and the same spiritual identity. Then the devotee enters one of the Vaikuntha planet, where he assumes exactly the same form as the Lord and engage in the loving transcendental service of the Lord. That is the highest perfection of devotion life. Beyond this, there is nothing to be desired or achieved by perfect yogi. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnana-janachalakaya Satsarunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swami Dinamine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine. Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I offer my respectable obeisance to all the Vaishnava, those who are assembled here. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, can I continue in English or any translation is required, Prabhuji?
I think most of them are understanding English. We can go ahead. No problem. Go ahead. Because short of time also, you have to go. So we'll keep it in English.
Sure, Prabhuji. Sure. Thank you. Yeah, sure. Thank you. So, I offer my respectable obeisance to all the Vaishnavas, those who are assembled here. Today, you all gave an opportunity for my purification. Speaking Srimad Bhagavatam in front of Vaishnavas and devotees is a wonderful opportunity for my purification. So here today we read Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, second chapter, text number 28. Tado Vishesam Pradipatya Nirbhaya Tenatmanopi Anala Murtiratvaran Jyotirmayo Vayam Upetya Kale Atmanakam Brahat Atmalingam. After reaching Satyaloka, devotee is specifically able to be incorporated fearlessly by the subtle body in any identity similar to that of the gross body. And one after another, he gradually attains stage of existence from earthly to watery, fiery, glowing and airy until he reaches the eternal stage. Okay. So here, the living entity attaining Brahmaloka, the three stages are explained by Srila Prabhupada. There are anyone can reach Brahmaloka or Satyaloka. By dint of spiritual perfection and practice is qualified to attain three different type of perfection. So three different type of perfection are mentioned by Srila Prabhupada in this purport. One can attain by worshipping demigod worship or fire. The first point is Prabhupada is mentioning here from their pious activity. From their pious activity, they are performing yajna or fire sacrifices or some punya karma, they can reach the heavenly planet. Second thing, they have to worship that particular demigod. Especially Krishna mentioned in Bhagavad Gita 9.25. Yandi deva vrada deva pitrnyandi pitrnvadaha udani yandi bhudecha yandi matya jino abhima. One who worship demigod, they go to demigod planet. Yandi deva vrada deva. Pitrnyandi pitrnvadaha. One who worship Pitru ancestor, they have to go to Pitru Loka. When one who worship ghost, they go to that Loka. And one who worship Krishna, they'll attain Krishna Loka or Goloka Vrindavan. So by worshipping Brahma, first thing, by the pious activity, those who are following Brahmacharya Vrata or Brahmanical rules and regulations, those who did severe tapasya, by the credit of their pious activity, they can reach Brahmaloka. The second thing, those who are worshipping Brahma, they can reach the Brahmaloka. And third what Prabhupada mentioned here, one who attains the place of dint of devotional service is specifically mentioned here. Those who are devotional service. Actually, our ultimate goal is we go back to Godhead Krishna Loka. But if any devotee have some material desire, if you have any material desire, he maybe want to become he want to rule over the planets, he want to become any post or name fame. So that type of material desire, they will reach to Brahmaloka. And they have a nice post like a Brahma, Indra, Chandra, like that. They have take that post and rule very nicely. After that, they can reach to Goloka Vrindavan. if anyone goes to Brahmaloka, by practicing there, Brahma is one of our Acharya, one of the 4 Sampradaya. Brahma is our Acharya, is an Acharya Brahma Matva Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. And any soul, by their pious activity or worshipping Brahma or some material desire devotees, they can reach Brahmaloka, and by the association of Brahma, they also get pure devotional service. When the creation is come to annihilation, including Brahma itself, Brahma himself, all his followers, all his descendants are entered into Vishnu body. Again, the next creation will come. So in this way, there are 2 options are there. Either they enjoy the material, either they wanted to enjoy the material, those material sense enjoyment, they go to Brahmaloka, and after the enjoyment is over, they will come back here. Shene Punye Mritalogam Vishandi. But that is not same category as devotee go there. If a devotee goes there, if a material desire devotee goes there, from the association of Brahma, he can go to elevated spiritual planet. Or those who are not in that level, they have some material desire from the pious credit, or they worship Brahma, they go to that planet, again they came back down. That is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, Abrahma Bhavana Loga Punaravartino Arjuna. Abrahma Bhavana Loga Punaravartino Arjuna, Mama Petat Kaunteya Punarjanma Navityade. From this planet, this earth planet up to Brahmaloka, if any planet will travel, again we have a birth. Brahma Bhavana Loka. In this material world, highest planet is Brahmaloka. If you want to reach Brahmaloka, again he can take birth. But when you attain Krishna Loka, he will never take birth again. Amapetat Kaunteya Punarjanma Navityate. So one who want to stop repetition of birth and death, those who want to stop repetition of birth and death, they have decided to attain Krishna Loka or Golagunda. Even if you go to Brahmaloka, you will take birth again. That is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita by Lord Shri Krishna. So here you can see a beautiful pastime. In Dwaraka, when a Brahmana begot a child, and the child will disappear. Every time he begot a child, and the child was disappeared. He came to the king palace. He criticizing Kshatriyas. The Kshatriyas are not pious. They are not good. They are not following their dharma. In the Kshatriyas ruling, the Ugrasena is not pure. Now the Brahmanas have no protection. Brahmanas are suffering. So these are all due to the mismanagement of Ugrasena. In this way, every time the child was disappearing, the Brahmana came to the assembly. He criticizing Kshatriya, he criticizing Yadus, he criticizing Ugrasena. So one time the Brahmana came. That time was Arjuna is there. Arjuna is there along with Krishna. He came to Hastinapur to meet Krishna in Dwaraka. So Arjuna is there. That time what happened? This Brahmana is criticizing Kshatriya. He was criticizing Kshatriya. Arjuna got angry. This Brahmana is so proud. Kshatriya only giving protection to the Brahmanas, but he was so proud. He was criticizing Kshatriya, and he raised from his seat. Are Brahmana, why are you criticizing Kshatriya? Kshatriya only giving protection to you. So you don't criticize all Kshatriyas. If maybe some Kshatriya will do some mistake, you should not criticize all the Kshatriyas. Then the Brahmana said, Are Arjuna, why are you got angry? Here Krishna is there, Balram is there. They are all simply sitting here. Why you got angry? Then Arjuna said, maybe Krishna becomes silent or Balrama becomes silent. I never tolerate. You are criticizing Kshatriya. I am a Kshatriya. How can I tolerate? I will promise you. Next time when you begot child, you inform me. I will come and give protection to your child. Then we'll see what will happen. If it is not possible, I will enter into the fire and give up my body. I will enter into the fire and I will give my body. In this way, he take a vow in the assembly of Ugrasena in front of Krishna and Balarama. He never asked Krishna. Arjuna never asked Krishna. He simply raised his seat and he got angry. The Brahmana is criticizing Vaishnavas, Kshatriyas. Immediately got angry and he told, I will come and give protection to your child. Okay, the Brahmana agreed. Okay, when the child will born, I will inform you. You come and give protection to my child. If it is not possible, then you have to enter into fire. So, and that Brahmana called Arjuna when the child was going to take birth. The Brahmana called Arjuna. Arjuna came along with Gandiva bow. He took all the Chalasian weapons. Arjuna came with his Gandiva bow. He took all Chalasian weapons. He had a chariot to conquer 3 worlds. Arjuna had a chariot. The chariot will conquer 3 worlds. And he had a Chalasian weapon. He had a Gandiva bow. He is Kudakesa. He can fight in the dark. He is so powerful. He took all those things and came to the Brahmana's house. And he made a huge arrows. He took his Gandiva and placed one arrow in that Gandiva. When the arrow is one, and he pulled the arrow from his ear, and when he throw the arrow, it become 4, 8, 60, and 100, thousands of arrows pouring like a rain. And the entire house become covered by the arrow weapon. Arjuna's full arrows, he covered the entire that Brahmana house. No, even air cannot enter without permission of Arjuna. The Brahmana was so bewildered how it is possible. Such a powerful warrior. He covered my house with full of weapons, full of arrows. Nobody can enter inside the room. Inside that room, there her wife is begetting child. So what happened? The child was born. The child was disappeared. The child disappeared. Arjuna's weapons disappeared. Everything is disappeared. Arjuna got disturbed. Ore Baba, how it has happened? That Brahmana came. Oh, Arjuna, you told me no. You gave, come on, enter into the fire. You are not fulfilling your promise. Come, enter into the fire. I told you no. I told you, you got simply angry. I told Krishna and Balaram is simply sitting and watching. Why you are got angry? Now you have this is my turn. Come on, enter into the fire. So Arjuna was so disturbed. So while he going to enter into the fire, Krishna appeared there. Arjuna, where are you going? What happened? Krishna. Then only Arjuna remember, I forgot Krishna. He took all his celestial weapon. He took his Gandiva bow. He took his celestial chariot, and he forgot his chariot driver. He took all those things. But what happened? He forgot his chariot driver. Then Arjuna said, Krishna, this is all happened. Okay, don't worry. I will bring you. Let me go. I know where the child is there. I know where the child is there. So Krishna, Arjuna took our nice chariot. Krishna bring Arjuna with Vaikuntha Loka. He crossed over all the material elements where we see now here Prabhupada mentioned there are each and every one, 10 covering is there. Earth, water, fire, ether, air, mind, intelligence, and ego. There are 24 elements. This cosmic manifestation, Mahatattva is made of 24 elements. 5 gross element and 5 knowledge acquiring senses, 5 karmendriya, 5 karmendriya, 5 jnanendriya, 5 panchapaha bhutas, and mind, intelligence, and ego, and 5 knowledge gathering sense objects. Totally, it was 24 elements. 24 element is called Mahatattva. This the Mahatattva is the cosmic manifestation. The 24 elements came from Lord Mahavishnu only. But Sankhya philosopher, They only researched what 24 element is. They will calculating what is 24 element, how this cosmic manipulation is working. Nowadays, in scientists are studying and researching how this material was created, who is created, how this cosmic manifestations are working, where it will came from. Then they decide it will came from, it is there, it is nature, nobody is created. There is no creator. Creation is there. This is called atheistic philosophy. Nowadays, scientists, so-called philanthropists, so-called philosophers, they are speaking atheistic philosophy. Their main goal is they never accept Krishna or God. They wanted to establish a godless society. They wanted to establish godless society, or without God, we can make anything and everything. We can create, we can make anything. In this way, they have a planning to do all those things. Vast of energy, money are spending for researching work. In scientist lab, they are putting so much their energy, time, money. But if you see Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam is science actually. Actually, Bhagavatam ultimate goal is Krishna Prema only. Bhagavatam Purana Mamalam Prema Marto Mahan. Bhagavatam gives pure Krishna consciousness. Each and every sloga, each and every word from Srimad Bhagavatam, we can realize Krishna, we can get Krishna Prema. But in Srimad Bhagavatam, we can see this second chapter full of scientific informations. Sometimes devotee will read Bhagavatam, the second canto will never move because the second canto full of philosophy, full of scientific evidence, how the cosmic manifestation created, how the Lord is created, how the 24 elements appeared, and how the Lord entered each and one of the universes. There are Purusha Avatar, there are 3 Purusha Avatar, Garbhodashai Vishnu, Karnodashai Vishnu, and Kshirodakashai Vishnu. From Karnodakashai Vishnu is the Mahavishnu, is the cause of all causes. Who is the cause of Karnodashai Vishnu? Lord Krishna is the cause of Karnodashai Vishnu. Therefore, Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma prayed, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarvakarana Karma. He is the cause of all cause. Govinda. And Govinda's expansion, one of the 6 avatar, 6 kind of avatar. That one avatar is Purusha Avatar. In that Purusha Avatar, Mahavishnu or Karnodashai Vishnu is the cause of all causes. He is lying on Kaushal Ocean. Kaushal Ocean is not like a material ocean like we see the ocean water. It's not like that. In different planets, they have a different oceans. Milk Ocean and sugarcane ocean, ghee ocean. If we say like this, nowadays the youngster will never accept, hey, you are all lying. How it is possible? These devotees are always lying. They are saying there may be a milk ocean, there is a sugarcane ocean, there is a ghee ocean. Here we are seeing salt ocean. If salt ocean is there, then why not it is possible? If you're not seeing, it will not exist. If somebody thinking I'm not seeing my vision, therefore that is not exist. It's not logic actually. Not logic. It's there, but material life. We have to take particular type of body to reach there. There are some heavenly planets are there. Nowadays, scientists are trying to go to heavenly planet or higher planet. It is proper clearly said it is not possible for their imperfect vehicle. Jivatma have 4 defects. One of the defect is imperfect senses. We have imperfect senses. By the imperfect senses, you create a machine. That machine also imperfect. Each and every class is proper clearly mentioning. We are all imperfect. So we are all imperfect. If we made a machine, how it is perfect? That machine also imperfect. So from that machine, you can't reach the upper planetary system. Even Ravana decided to go to Swargaloka by his power. That is not possible. If you want to go to Swargaloka, you have to do particular type of punya karma. You have to worship particular type of demigod. Then only we can reach. Okay. I have one question. Anybody know that? Please raise your hand and answer it. If living entity can live in sun planet, if living entity can live in sun planet, anybody know the answer? Please raise your hand and you can unmute and tell me.
Accept.
Yeah, how it is possible, Proji?
Because Krishna is telling, I teach this science to sun god one. So that means there is people living there. Otherwise, only to one person Krishna will not teach. No, he taught certain.
Yeah.
There are so many other should be there.
Okay, yes, very good. Thank you, Prabhuji. Anybody can explain further? Any other points? Anybody can add some points? Then we can collectively see how the living entity can live in sun planet.
Basically, they
Yes,
get body.
Mataji,
Prabhuji,
Tanushri,
Dandavat Pranam.
Dana Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. This is Adish. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, I have learned that Krishna has created every living entities. I mean, through Brahmaji, Krishna has created every living entity in such a way that each planet have their own living species with inhabitants. Like in earthly planet, we have humans. Upper planets, we have Gandharvas. Like that, each and every planet have their own inhabitants, and they have their body built in such a way that they can occupy in the planet, that planet.
Thank you, Adish Prabhu. Thank you for your answer. Tanushri Mataji, you want to add something?
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu. Prabhu, there is an example in the we are living in the material world, Bhumloga, and there is in the water is also the living beings, and the air is also there. So we cannot see because we are in the earth, so we cannot breathe in the water. We have the body like that, and in the water there is the living beings. They have their own like the body. So it is no doubt that in the sun planet is also the living beings. For the suitable body, it is 100% sure, because in the water we cannot live, but in the water it is mean that living beings is their own body, with their own body, suitable body. Like that, in the sun planet is also there. If fire is there, also there is fire also. Even though according to the suitable body, the living beings is there. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Jayananda Prabhu, I think in the last time you can have a very concrete evidence of entities associated with sun god is in Ramayana, when Hanumanji is taking lessons from him, and he is traveling around with him, and it said that most of the I can say the senior rishis were along with the sun god, traveling and teaching and learning from sun god.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thank you very much for all of your sharings. In Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, Krishna said in one sloga, Nitya Sarvagata Sthanu Achaloyam Sanadana. Atma, the soul, can live anywhere and everywhere. Nitya is eternal. Sarvagata, he can live anywhere and everywhere. Sthanu. Nitya Sarvagata Sthanu Achaloyam Sanadana. So Atma is eternal. He can live anywhere and everywhere. If the Atma can live in the fire, because that type of body is, as Anushri Mataji said, that body is made of full of fire is predominant. In sun planet, the soul can live there. That body is made of full of the body is full of fire. Fire is predominant. In this material world, we have a body. This body is made of five elements: earth, water, fire, ether, and air. So, as we put in the water, we can't live. You take fish in the water, fish can't live. But in this material world, some living entities living in the water and land itself, like a crocodile, tortoise. Some living entities are living in the water and living in the land also. So in this way, a particular type of body will take, then only we can live. either a heavenly planet or sun planet or moon planet. We can take that particular type of body, but soul can live anywhere and everywhere, because soul can't burn by the fire. Nainam chindandi sastrani, nainam tagadi bhavaga. We can cut this body into piece. We cannot cut soul into different pieces. We can burn the body. We can't burn the soul. We can't burn the soul. Like a soul can live anywhere and everywhere. Therefore, Krishna said, Nitya Sarvagadastanu Achaloyam Sanatana. But the scientists are never accepting Shastra. They are wanted to establish their own theory. They wanted to try to their small intelligence. They're making some vehicles and traveling here and there, simply wasting their time. Once Prabhupada was asked this question, he was in US. One reporter asked, Swamiji, what do you think about moon planet? Anybody can live in moon planet? Now they said 2 of them went to moon planet. What is your opinion? Then Prabhupada said, shall I flatter you or I tell the truth? Shall I flatter you or I tell the truth? No, Swamiji, you tell the truth. And Prabhupada said, simply waste of time. They never went there. They never went to moon. They went some other places. They're claiming we went to moon. The moon planet is a heavenly planet. If you want to go to moon planet, you have to do some particular type of punya karma. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada has written a small book, Easy Journey to Hare Krishna. Yeah, Srila Prabhupada written a small book, Easy Journey to Other Planet, how to travel the soul to other planet. Prabhupada is very clearly and beautifully explaining how the soul transfer one body to another and how he traveled to different places, different planets. Now the scientists are saying there is moon planet, there is no living entity, only rock and sand is there. Is it not true actually? All the demigods headed by Soma are there. In the heavenly planet, demigods are there. And similarly, Gandharvaloka, Kinnara, what kind of Nara, what kind of man they are? That place is called Kinnara Loka. Kim Purusha, what kind of Purusha they are? They are called Kim Purusha Loka. Vanara, what kind of man they are? Vanara, Kinnara, Kim Purusha, Gandharva, Yaksha, Rakshasa. Different planets are there. There are different living entities are there. We can't see all those things, this material light. We can see only Shastra Sakshashu. We can see by the vision of Shastra. If we want to go there, we have to do some past activity, then only we reach there. So the excursion traveling to the moon planet is simply waste of time. And Prabhupada asked another question. Okay, if you can say they went to moon planet, then why they come back? They can live peacefully there. Why are they coming here? Simply come here and I went to moon planet, I went to moon planet. In this way, they are advertising themselves. That's all. Prabhupada said they never went to moon planet. If they enter in the moon planet, then why they will come back here? They can live peacefully. There is a heavenly planet. There are all beautiful things are there. They have to enjoy that. Why they coming back here? Simply they wanted to advertise themselves. I went to moon planet. I went to moon planet like that. It's not possible. Not proper. Clearly said, it's not possible. So now you see here how Arjuna and Krishna traveled. He crossed over all material layers. He crossed over all the material layers. In each and every universe, there is a covering. If you see that Goloka chart in our ISKCON, we made a nice Goloka chart. The Goloka chart, each and every material universe, there is a covering. Earth, water, fire, ether, mind, intelligence, ego. If you want to get liberation, we have to remove and we have to cross over all these coverings. And somebody wanted to merge in Brahman. There is a Brahma Jyoti, and somebody wanted to enter into the Vaikuntha planet. They have a spiritual body. So in this way, we have to give up this material body, and we have to give up our subtle body also. We have a 2 body, gross body and subtle body. We have to give all those elements. Earth is mixed with earth, fire is mixed with fire, air is mixed with air, and we remove all layers, one after another, one after another, one after another, and only ego is there. That is also not false ego. I am the servant of the Supreme God. I am the servant of the servant of the servant. That is real ego. That real ego only we can enter into the spiritual world. Those who are in false ego, they can't enter. Those who are in false ego, they can't enter. They are always rotating in this material world only. And we remove all the covering, then ego only with us, the soul and ego. That real ego is I am the servant of God. That real ego only take us to with spiritual world. So what happened? Arjuna, Krishna driving his chariot, sitting in the chariot. Arjuna, they both over traveled all these material coverings, and they traveled again after Brahmajyoti, and they entered into the Vaikuntha planet. Arjuna, in the same body, he saw all the Vaikuntha planets by the mercy of Sri Krishna. By the blessing and mercy of Sri Krishna, Arjuna saw all the Vaikuntha planets. Each and every Vaikuntha planet he saw, and he entered into the one of Vaikuntha. There, Mahavishnu lying on the Adishesha bed. So Arjuna and Krishna paid their obeisances. Mahavishnu was so much happy to see Arjuna and Krishna. And Mahavishnu said, Krishna, there is no difference between you and me. So you are so beautiful. I want to see you personally. But how can I see you? You was so busy with Pandavas. If the devotee have some problem, only you will come. So Krishna is a beauty. He can attract himself. Akarshayati Krishna. He will attract even Krishna while crossing in Dwaraka. His reflection is, his face is reflecting by the jewels like silver and gold. When he saw his reflection by the mirror, he immediately thought, who is this boy? This boy is so young and so beauty. His eyes like a lotus petal. His color is like a monsoon cloud. He wearing a yellow garment, and he had a Vaijayanti mala and Srivasakuri Kaustubha gem. How beautiful this boy is. So Krishna beauty is attracting Krishna himself. So Mahavishnu wanted to see Krishna darshan. So therefore he did the pastime. So Arjuna and Krishna came to Vaikuntha Loka. Mahavishnu took their darshan and gave the Brahmana son back. So again, they came back to this material world. So in this way, by the blessing of Krishna, a devotee can travel, the same body can enter into the different places. Arjuna crossed over all the material planets, and he crossed the Brahmajyoti also, and he entered into the Vaikuntha planet. And after the pastime, all the Pandavas, they went to spiritual world as their own body, because their body is spiritualized. Prabhupada said, when you practicing divorce service, when you practice divorce service, like 100% become a pure devotee, our body become turned into spiritual. It's not material actually. So our body is become turned into spiritual. Then that pure devotion, we can cross over all the elements and we can enter into the spiritual world. So in this way, each and every universes, innumerable living entities are there. If you want to go there, you have to do some pious activity. But that are all temporary. Sine punye mrittalogam vishandi. After the pious activities over, they will come back here. But those who come to my planet, they will never come back here. Yandi deva varda devan pitunyandi pitunvadaha udani yandi budhyacha yandi madhya jino abhima. Those who worship me, they will live with me eternally. Therefore, here we see how the living entity travel different planets. They can go to Brahmaloka also. Here Prabhupada clearly mentioned 3 types of perfection stage only they enter there. Without perfection, we can't enter the heavenly planets. If you want to go to heavenly planet, you have certain qualifications or certain qualities are required. If you travel to India to some other country, they have so many rules and regulations. We go to US, we come to UAE, anywhere, travel anywhere in the planet, in this earth, they have a certain rules and regulations. We have to take visa, we have to take passport, and there is immigration. There are so many checking, and it is then how it is possible to go to another planet without any without any rules and regulations, without any qualification, how we'll enter there? So it is not possible for a human being to go to the same body. You have to get some special kind of bodies required. But these are all temporary only. If you go to Krishna Loka, we will never come back here. Yatkatvan nivartande tattama paramam mama. Nadatpashede suryo nasasango nabhavaga. There is no sun required, there is no moon required, there is no electricity required. Self-eliminating planet. All are spiritual. There is no tinge of materialism. In Krishna's planet, Vaikuntha, Goloka, everything spiritual. There is no meaning, there is no word, there is no meaning, there is no any tinge of materialism. Everything spiritual. Chintamanita. Chintamanita. Nadat Bhashede Suryona Sanguna Bhavaga Yat Katvana Nivartande Tattama Paramam Mama. When you enter there, you will never come back here. And how we enter there? That is clearly mentioned in 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Nirmana Moha Jidasanga Dosha Atyatma Nitya Vinivirtakama Tandeva Mukta Sugadukka Sanjay Ashyantya Muda Padamavyayam Tat. Nirmana Moha, we have to overcome all those things. Nirmana, Nirmama, I, mine, this is I, this is mine. You have to overcome all these things. Ahankar, Mamaka, Nirmana. Can give up all those things. Nirmana, Moha, illusion. Chida Sangha Dosa. Without, we have avoid that non-devotees association. Chida Sangha Dosha. Atyatma Nitya, very eager to understand what Bhagavatam said, what Bhagavad Gita Krishna said. We have to study regularly, repeatedly, again and again. Atyatma Nitya, we have to understand the spiritual knowledge. Jita Sangha Dosha, Atyatma Nitya, Nirmana Moha, Jita Sangha Dosha, Atmyat Vinivirta Kama. We have to overcome our lust. Dandaiva Mukta, we have to overcome our dualities. Success, failure, desire, happiness and distress. There are dualities are there. We have to overcome the dualities. Chidasanga dosha, atyatma nitya, vinivirta kama, dandaiva mukta, sugadukka sanjay. We have to tolerate equally sukha and dukkha. Kashyantya muda padamabhyayam. He can only enter into the spiritual world. So therefore, if you want to overcome all those things, you have to simply surrender as bona fide spiritual master. And by his guiding, we are practicing devotional service by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and overcome all the layers, all the coverings, and our soul enter into the spiritual kingdom. God. So the Harinamam is came from Goloka Vrindavan. Golokera Premadana Harinama Sankirtan. By chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra regularly, sincerely, and what I say, regularly, sincerely, and without any deviation. Like inattentive while chanting. Inattentive while chanting is also an offense. So we want to get some perfection of chanting, we have to be very attentive. Attentive chanting is very, very important. And we chant very sincerely, attentively. The holy name itself enough to, by the blessing of Guru, holy name bring us to the to cross over all the material covering, we can enter to the spiritual kingdom of God. So we are so fortunate. Just 500 years back, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. He appeared along with the holy name. Srila Prabhupada distributed the holy name all over the world by chanting Hare, by associating with devotees, chanting Hare Krishna, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. We can cross over all the material coverings and we can enter into the spiritual kingdom of God. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki. Okay. So we have 5 minutes is there. Anybody have any question, doubts, comments, you can give comments. Hare Krishna.
If any devotees have any questions, they can please raise their hands.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
My question is not related to this subject. We are talking about untouchability. is it mentioned in our any Vedas that untouchability is there? Because we are when we are reading Bhagavad Gita, Brahmana, Satriyas, Vaishya Sutra, then Melachas, Sandalas. This one only we are reading. But there is any character is there untouchable, because when I read the letter of devotion, chapter 26, Rupa Goswami was that he mentioned something and he said untouchable person also. He mentioned untouchable person also. He is saying about some Brahmana, Vaishya, some character. Finally, he is coming to untouchable person. So, is it there in our Vedas everywhere, or only our human, when we are just ourselves we create? Untouchable, which one is ourselves we created, or is it mentioned in Vedas and Upanishad and our scriptures? Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Actually, untouchability is not there in the Vedas, Puranas, because in Vedas, Puranas, the Varnashrama system is based on Guna and Karma. Guna and Karma. But if some Brahmana going to worship a deity or something, he can't associate with those who are lower than the other species of lower than the Sudra. There are listed in Srimad Bhagavatam: Kirada, Hunandra, Pulinda, Pulakasa, Avira, Sumba, Yavana. Those who are dog eaters are there. They're killing animal and they eat. That people are there. That from the point of view, they are untouchable because they are eating the animal flesh. Therefore, those who are worshiping deity, they doesn't want to mingle with them. So externally, they are untouchable, but in front of Krishna and God, all are equal. Even a Chandala become a first-class devotee if you take Krishna consciousness. If you take Krishna consciousness, even a Chandala dog eater become a very nice devotee. We can see so many evidence in Shastra. Valmiki Muni in previous he is a Vaishnava. He was a dacoit, and Mrigari is an animal killer. Continuously killed the animal. By the association of Narada Muni, they are all first-class devotees. Mrigari is first-class devotee. Narada Muni is Acharya of Ramayana. He is the guru of Rama's son. When Rama came to the forest, he embraced Guga. He did not say, "Hey, Guga, you are untouchable. I don't want to touch you." He embraced Guga. As soon as Lord Ram saw Guga, "You are my fifth brother. I have three brother. Myself is 4. You are my fifth brother." When Lord Rama met Sugriva, he said, "You are my 6th brother." When Rama met Vibhishana, he said, "You are my 7th brother." So Krishna is equal to all. Samoham sarvabhuteshu name tveshastra. He never partial or never differentiate by this is a Brahmana, Sudra, not like that. Mamki pata vapashitya ebishu papayoniya striyo vaisyas tada sutra tyabi antipuram. Anybody can approach Krishna. Krishna is ready to accept them. If you surrender to Krishna, either we are born in a Brahmana family, we are born in a Chandala family, this is external only. It's external only. But nowadays people are thinking they are untouchable like that. But in Vedic, Vedas and Puranas never say these people are untouchable. We don't want to mingle them. We don't want to we ignore them or we dominate them like that. So in Vedas they give all respect to all. By their birth, and they have a character. That by the character they are called low born or Chandala. If one person born in a Brahmana family, he had a not good character, then he's become a Sudra only. Janmana Ajayade Sudra. By birth, everyone is Sudra only. Janmana Ajayade Sudra. Samskara Bhaveduja. When you approach Guru, then you can get again second birth. Veda Pada Bhave Vibra. When you study Shastra, we can get knowledge. And Brahma Jnana Didi Brahmana, who knows Shastra, he is called, when he realizes I am Brahman, I am not this body, he is called Brahman. So according to Shastra, there is no any difference. But people among themselves differentiating by their birth. It's not by birth, character only. One who's, even Ashwatthama born in a Brahmana family, by his character, he was like a lower than a Sudra. In this way he acted. Okay, Prabhuji, by character only, not by birth.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you, bro. Okay. Hare Krishna. Anything, anybody have any question, comments, or suggestion? I am pay my respect wishes to all Shamadesh devotees, all Vaishnavas. You are very patiently, humbly hearing. If I have any committed any offense, please forgive me. I was very eager to see all of you, but yesterday's natural calamity we can't see today morning. So I am eagerly waiting for see you. If any possibility is there, we can see coming days. I will be here in few days here. I will come and meet you. So thank you, Radha Bhava Prabhu, for giving a nice opportunity, my purification. Thank you all the Vaishnavas from Shamadesh. Thank you Sita Mataji and all Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis. Hare Krishna.
You're here till when, Prabhuji?
I think we will be up to in 14th, up to Pongal, we'll be here only, Prabhuji.
So next Sunday, you're not here. Just going on Saturdays.
Maybe.
Can you give a small gist of the Perambalur project, little bit, so that everybody knows about it?
Prabhuji, pardon?
Can you give a gist on the project, ISKCON project of Perambalur, where you are there? Perambalur, right?
Yes, Prabhuji, I was Perambalur only.
Yeah, can you just give a detail about that project and what the thing that you are doing?
One Prabhu, I share my, I have some PowerPoint is there, just a few minutes I share. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So my first request is, Perambalur district is very near in Srirangam, Prabhuji. From Srirangam to Perambalur, you can reach by car 40 minutes. It's a 50 kilometer only. Srirangam is Sri Vaishnava headquarters. As like for us, Srida Mayapur. In this way, Sri Vaishnava, Srirangam is the one of the very, very important, one of the first Divyadesham in all the 108 temple. And nearby Srirangam, there are 5-6 Divyadeshams are there. And Mahaprabhu visited Tanjavur big temple, the Tanjavur big Shiva temple, Brihadishwar temple is there. Mahaprabhu visited there. And Vrindachalam, there is a Lord Shiva temple, Mahaprabhu visited there. And Srirangam itself, Mahaprabhu stayed in 4 months. So I am humbly requesting you. We have a devotees congregation there, 25-30 initiated devotees are there. They are eagerly waiting for your service. When you are came to India vacation time, please give an opportunity. We can stay there in 2-3 days. We can see all the Divyadeshams. It's very also we have an opportunity to serve you. So we have a Perambalur district is a small district in Tamil Nadu near Srirangam. We have to plan it to make this temple. It's around 4,000. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So 4,000 square feet area. Ground floor is Prasadam hall and first floor is a temple hall. So we are making the temple in. We are already planned. We are already doing Goshala and Prasada distribution and book distribution. Everything is going on there. So we made a small shed. This is our entrance. Hare Krishna. This entrance of our temple. So this is a 1 acre land given by one VIP in Perambalur. He had a Dhanlakshmi Srinivasan group of institution. He gave this land for Jagannath Seva, ISKCON temple. He gave to ISKCON this 1 acre land. We made a shed. In the shed, we have doing our program. Here Lord Jagannath Baldev Subhadra is blessing us. Radha Madan Moga, Radha Madan Gopal, Lakshmi Narasimha Swami, and Gaur Nitai. These deities are blessing us there. We are doing Sunday program and festivals and distributing prasadam. So here this hall, this temple hall, this is a temple hall. First you saw the external outside of the temple hall. This is inside of the temple hall. And this is our cabin. We made a nice cabin. We worshipping Lord in that cabin. So we are planning to construct temple there. So all your blessings and prayer, it will happen. So I'm requesting all of you, please come and visit our temple. We have a nice Goshala. I will share that Goshala also. See, the cows are very, very love and affection. They are all, if you give little reciprocation to the cows love, they will give 10 times against with us. So I'll show that cows also. We have a nice Goshala, Gopal Goshala and Perambalur. They're all not mud. In Tamil say they're not our ancient cows, our Indian cows. The two cows are, one is Samriddhi, Kangayam, the famous in Tamil Nadu, Kangayam Kannukuti, the calf, and is Subhatra. These two are very playable. One is Lalita and another is Andal. So love and affection. They were so attractive. And this is called Bahula. This one is Surabhi. And we have another cows, Nandini, and Subhatra, Nandini, Surabhi, Tulasi. She's Tulasi. It's a Gir cow. And we have Congress cows. We are feeding the cows. And we have a scheme also. If you have any wedding, one of your devotees' wedding day and their birthday, their grandma, grandfather, Tidi, they can offer some food to, they can feed cows, they can feed brahmanas, they can take service. We have a lot of service there in cow protection. So his name is called Arjun. He's a bull, Arjun. So we have schemes. So I requesting Radha Bhava Prabhu, if anybody is there, for anybody interested to serve cow seva or temple project, they will contact you, and I'll give my all details, and we'll further I'm welcoming you all of your contributions and donations for our temple project. Thank you, Prabhuji, for giving me this opportunity to explain all those things.
Thank you, Prabhu. Surely we'll try our best, and you can share the details with Satya Achyuta Prabhu. You can then give it to us also. We'll circulate by mail.
Sure.
So this is under
Sure,
Chennai
Prabhu,
temple,
sure,
right?
Prabhu.
This is an extension of
Yeah,
Chennai temple.
Chennai, yeah, our mother temple is Chennai temple. Yes, Prabhu.
Fine, excellent. So thank you very much for your wonderful class and association. We look forward to see you sometime, and a big Hare Krishna mantra for you and all the devotees there from all of us in Bangladesh. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare